Let me describe 2 mornings for you. Morning 1, you wake up, you simply go to the kitchen, boil 2 eggs without any salt, without any pepper. You are done. 8 2 eggs, you're sorted. Morning 2, you wake up, you break 2 eggs, you add some salt, pepper, you add some butter, you add some green chilies, add some coriander, you grate some cheese on top, you make a masala cheese omelette. You definitely have eaten more calories, but at the same time, you've taken 8 minutes to finish this. When you took those 8 minutes to eat, with every bite, you knew what you're eating. And by 11 a.m., you're not searching for food. You're not killing your cravings. You're not waiting for something tasty to be there. And today we will be discussing about this experience which changes the nutrition and how good food will kill your cravings and will make sure that you sustain your diet. Stay tuned till the end. Hi, welcome back. I'm Rahul Kamra, founder of Keto. After transforming myself and 1200 plus people in the last 7 years of my professional experience, I love food. I did my hotel management from IHM Mumbai 2014 batch, and I designed menus for restaurants which are keto-centric. Also, I helped them with a low-carb menu, which I did recently for a very close friend of mine. I keep doing these kind of projects because I love celebrating food. And this is something which brought me to the main important point, how good food makes you find yourself sustaining the routine, and we'll be decoding each and every aspect of it. Don't forget to pause the video and subscribe to the channel pressing the bell icon. Keto is the only channel in the country which discusses about ketogenic diet, fat loss psychology. Jumping straight to the topic. So we'll talk from the keto perspective. Chapter 1, why keto feels different in the first week. Something happens with people when they start with ketogenic diet. They always thought about diet being equivalent to deprivation. Whereas boiled vegetables, just very basic boiled eggs, simple meals is what they were expecting the diet to be from. The moment when they shift to ketogenic diet, there's a lot of fat which is involved. And fat improves the taste of anything which you eat. So they're eating paneer with some butter, they're eating eggs with some cheese, their chicken is made in a cheese sauce which they make with butter, cream and cheese together. They're enjoying more fats, more satiety, more taste. And then the question comes into their mind, am I allowed to enjoy this? Before I stumbled upon keto, I had done carb cycling for a while and I was on a simple monotonous diet where every meal was 75 grams of chicken and 100 grams of vegetables. This is what I was eating for 6 long months. So the question was, am I supposed to enjoy it or not? Because this tastes damn tasty right now. So the truth is that most of the diets are not experiential. They are compliance based. And brain does not like complying to things which are not experiential at this point of time. Because if it was just 2 boiled eggs, that is how the plan looks like, and it is not decoded into a recipe, you always keep wondering whether what you're going to be eating. So giving an experiential aspect of a ketogenic diet is something which is very, very critical because it makes you sustain the entire routine. And this is something which I strongly believe that people forget, that fat brings more aroma, more texture, more consistency. It helps you to start enjoying it. It helps you to start not only just enjoying food, but also start enjoying the sustenance options here. Because sustainability is never ever about you complying to things. Sustainability is always about you liking something. Say for example, when you like good food, you will tend to sustain much more. We move to chapter number 2, the science why satisfaction kills cravings. So there is something which I want to decode for you, that there is a difference between both the meals. Here, instead of carbs, you have replaced it with slightly more fats. Here, you have simply kept it with less fats. The calories are same, protein intake being as constant. Here, you have simply reduced the carbohydrates and you have included more fats. When fat reaches your small intestine, cholecystokinin and peptide YY gets released. This signals fullness to the brain, and these are not just physiological changes, these are chemical changes right now. So while on a low carbohydrate routine, if you're eating less fats, the satiety signaling is very poor. And this is why most of the people realize that they're not even feeling well fed despite having a good meal. Now here's something which gets very interesting. Your brain notes down the calories and it also notes down the experience you're eating. Aroma of any good food, the texture of it, the moment when you're sitting down on a table, on a dining table, and you're keeping your meal, you garnish it with some coriander, you garnish it with something which is going along with that dish, you realize that the brain is now taking it like an award. And at this point of time, if you're a person who's been eating 2 eggs just simply standing in the kitchen, the brain notes down those calories, but it cannot note down the reward. Because for you, that breakfast was a meal. You never sat, you never made it, you never tried to keep it in such a way. You just made it super boring. And this is why one of the major reasons why people give up on whey protein shakes, because they simply find them extremely bland, extremely not tasty, and you simply gulp it down just like medicine. A body of research which is called sensory specific scientific satiety proves that the moment when you're eating a meal, apart from calories, the way the meal is presented, aroma, texture, these inputs and these decorations around it actually make a major difference. And you need to genuinely start celebrating your food by presenting it better, by also sitting down and eating it better way. We move to chapter number 3, why the 5-meal diet fails. So picture the standard Indian fat loss diet, which you would get from any other coach. Morning starts with besan chila, something in the afternoon is with dal chawal and maybe a protein intake, say paneer or chicken. There is an evening which has fruit or nuts. There is another meal in the evening which is your dinner, your usual meal. And there are 2 snacks which you have in the evening. There could be makhanas, some roasted seeds, some roasted almonds. It sounds extremely boring because you do not find more variety in this. So the problem is not food here. The problem is how joyless this is. That besan chila is made when you're rushing in the morning. That afternoon sprouts is when you're at the desk. Even if you're working at home, you just simply gulp it down. That dal chawal is now much more lower than what your family eats. Portions have got controlled. You call it the home cooked diet. You call it the sustainable routine. After 3 weeks, you come back to this point where you eat a samosa. You're like, done. I don't want to do this anymore. So the samosa is never ever because of cravings. It's because of 15 days of deficit. This 15-day deficit has to be solved by somebody who's coaching you, not from a perspective of giving you a plan, from a perspective of doability. Somebody who understands that sprouts could be translated into a recipe which is more interesting. That besan chila could have multiple alternatives. And this is why at Keto, I strongly believe in translating into recipes. Nobody's going to prepare random things. So the same meals which you're eating, if they had some fats, if they had some recipes, if they had some macros which were taken care of, you would be able to manage the entire eating habit in a better way. We move to chapter number 4, what should you actually do? This is going to be from 2 perspectives. One is on a low carb diet, one is on a ketogenic diet. I will first cover the keto diet aspects and I will also tell you about the low carb people, what they can actually do. First thing is cook your food, don't just prepare it. There's a difference. Preparation is about cutting, chopping, keeping things around. Whereas when it comes to cooking, it is about utilizing ghee, keeping your meals, garnishing them and eating them well. Which brings me to the second point, plate your food. Eating out of a container definitely is very convenient, but for your brain, it is not a reward. You need to plate your food, you need to heat it well and try to make sure that you are also cooking it in a proper way. You're not just trying to find shortcuts in your meal preparations. Master 4 meals, not 40. This is what I tell Keto members, that out of these recipes, you would find some recipes which are your favorites. You would find the Mughlai gravy, which is damn tasty. Shahi paneer, which is There are more gravies obviously which you would love to eat. So you need to make sure that you follow the recipes so that you can make meals which are damn tasty. The last one is use the spices which you already have. Practically, you have to speak to your coach. If you're on a low carb diet, if you're a Keto member, then definitely you have a lot of spices which you're going to try. Experiment with spices, plate them well, eat them, enjoy them well. So to conclude this video, this is what I've realized. Being a hotel management graduate myself, celebrating food while you are on a diet is a very important thing. You will be able to sustain it better. You'll be able to manage it better. You'll be able to also have your favorite meals and not feel guilty about it. But if you're eating boring, bland, not appealing food, stop it. Genuinely, I'm telling you, start making your meals, decorating them. You'll be the happiest person. Found this video useful? Share this with your friends. Share this with people who are starting their diet for the first time. Don't forget to comment below in the comment section. If you want to learn why do we have fat coffee on keto, check out this video. If you want to learn why munching every 2 hours or munching frequently can help you to modify your ketogenic diet, check out this video. This is Rahul Kamra. I'll see you next Sunday, 6 p.m. Don't forget to subscribe. Signing off.